On November 7th of 1997, 40-year-old William Moldt was having a couple drinks at a gentleman's club in Lantana, Florida. He called his then girlfriend that night to let her know that he was on his way home. He never arrived. Concerned about her boyfriend not coming home, she called the police, who then contacted the club where William was last seen. William Moldt, a stockbroker who was not known to be much of a drinker, he was 6 feet tall and weighed about 225 pounds. Workers at the club told detectives that William did not appear to be inebriated as he climbed into his 1994 white Saturn sedan. Police suspected possible foul play, but were quite unsure as to what happened to him. As the months and years rolled by, it would be 22 of those years until the mystery would be solved. In August of 2019, a man who was looking at land by a neighborhood in the Wellington subdivision found what looked like to be a car submerged in a pond not very far from the surface. He then contacted a neighbor that he knew who happened to have a drone to see about using it to survey the area. The screen on the drone controller verified what the man had seen on Google Earth all along. A car was definitely in the pond submerged. The two then contacted deputies with the Palm Beach County Sheriff's Office, who, along with a dive team and with the help of a tow truck, brought the car up to the surface. As soon as the car came up, to everyone's shock, what looked like to be a corpse was sitting in the driver's seat. Immediately, the corpse was brought to the Palm Beach County Medical Examiner's office to determine the identity. 2 weeks later, through comparing dental records, it was determined that the corpse was the man that had been missing for over 2 decades, William Moldt. And here we are in the Wellington subdivision here in Lake Worth, Florida. And right in front of you is the exact same spot where William Moldt was found after all of these years. This is right here is where his car was dredged up and his remains were found inside. Of course, those are the houses that you see on Google Earth right there. And I want to say really quickly, it just appears that he was driving and he had a little bit too much to drink and unfortunately had an accident. Now, I know a lot of you are wondering, if he crashed into this pond, why didn't anybody hear it and come outside and help him or call the police or the fire department? There was no houses here at this time. This was all empty. This was recently built. And as you can see from the accident and from all of the news exposure that it got, they built a guardrail right here to prevent this kind of accident again, which in my opinion is awfully stupid. These are the stupid things that I often see people do, which are totally meaningless. This is the only guardrail in this whole subdivision right here. I mean, you have these trees right here. I don't know. I guess better safe than sorry, but that's the kind of people that we are. You get the residents, they've lived here for years, and all of a sudden they discover that somebody crashed their car and was killed in this pond right here, and I guess they want something done, so maybe the management or whoever, the city, who's ever in charge, has to appease them with this silly guardrail. I don't know. I call it the way I see it. But anyways, yeah, listen, a very sad story. This guy, his family, you got to imagine, what was his family thinking? All those years that he was missing. Did my son get kidnapped? Did he get killed? Did he suffer? Where is he? Did he walk away from everything and start a whole new life? I mean, with social media, the internet, it's pretty difficult for people to do that nowadays versus back in the 50s and 60s. It was quite possible and not terribly uncommon to do that, to just walk away from everything you've ever known and just disappear. I mean, how many of us wish that we could do that? We wish that we could just disappear, start totally new and fresh in a new city or a new state or sometimes even a new country. And maybe his family thought that's what he did. And 22 years of just whatever happened to Bill. His girlfriend moved on, and a terribly strange yet terribly sad story to say the least. And it all was solved right here at this very waterway. He does not have a grave, from what it appears. He was cremated. And yeah, a young guy, just a year younger than I am now, just goes missing. And it took the eagle eye of somebody on Google Earth to finally solve this case. And luckily it was. So at least it gives the family and friends of William Moldt some kind of closure in their lives. You know what I mean? Because I feel terrible for the family having to have gone through so many years of not knowing where your son, your brother, your cousin, your uncle, your nephew, so forth and so on is. All right, guys, I'm out of here. I will catch up with you on the next vlog. Time to get back on my trusty electric steed that brought me to this place, sneaking past the security booth like the ninja in the night. All right, guys, God bless. We will see you on the next vlog. Peace.